Hey, didn't see you there. Turns out, on my last video, I had like a asking for Q&A questions for you guys, and a lot of you actually posted some pretty good questions. So this is my Q&A video. Ding! Also, I'm sick. I just spent a week on a trip to DC with my choir on a choir tour. So this is a result of that. So, first question, Tessa Violet asked it. Oh my god, a celebrity. I had just talked about in my last video how I went to Cleveland with my friend Shelby, and we sold t-shirts at Tessa, Rusty, Dodie, John's show, and Tessa had commented on my video with a question. What? She said, thanks so much for your help. You're welcome, Tessa. You're welcome. What is your songwriting process? What's your favorite lyrics you've ever written, least favorite? Actually, a couple other people asked this question, so this should be killing a couple birds with one stone. My songwriting process is basically I feel creative, so I pick up my ukulele or guitar, whichever one I haven't written an original on in a while. I pick it up and I start messing around. I try to make the chords and like the tempo and the rhythm kind of match how I'm feeling. I don't have any words for it yet, because I just I know I feel a certain way. Very, very feely person. So once I find a progression that I really like, or like a one weird obscure chord that I really like, or like, I don't know, some sort of lick that I enjoy. I don't like how they're called licks, by the way. And I'll play that and I'll write it down. I'll write down the chords. Or if I don't know what the chord is, I just kind of made it up. It's like a weird A diminished 7-6-4 chord. I will just write out a map of the frets and where my fingers go on the frets. I'll draw a little cute little thing. Then I will try to write words to it. And this sometimes takes a while. Usually if the words aren't coming that day, I will write down random words or record myself singing da 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 to the rhythm. And then a couple days after that, I'll revisit and I'll be like, oh, I finally have words that can fit these chords. Perfect. I always record everything, every single step of the process in my iPod Touch recording thing. I have an iPod Touch that I still use, yes. But that's my songwriting process. Starts with a feeling, then chords, and then words. Almost always that's how it goes. What are your favorite lyrics you've ever written? Asks Tessa also. My song, What If? The lyrics, it's midnight, I'm struck with a sort of memory of us that could have been true. And then also, I couldn't pick just one of my favorite lyrics because I'm so full of myself. So I picked in my song, Love Doesn't Have a Game to Play, the lyric, don't worry, hearts always have room for one more passerby. And I believe that okay, so I watched the movie Her. I don't know if you remember that movie. It was about the guy who falls in love with his cell phone thing. I think the movie came out in 2012 or something. And Scarlett Johansson does the voice of her. So Scarlett in this says, the heart is not a box. It continues to grow the more and more you love. And I think that just makes perfect sense to me. Hearts always have room for one more person. You're never gonna reach your maximum capacity of love. I feel you can love for as many people as you want, as deeply as you want. Least favorite lyrics, my song Don't Feel Right. I hate that song. The lyrics are, I'm feeling so alone tonight. You've always been my source of light. Now I'm a mess because you can't be mine. What does this happen to me all the time? I don't like it. It's so angsty. It's ew, I'm trying too hard to be deep. I like the movie Clueless. It's the perfect amount of chick flickiness, but also freaking really smart writing, and it's timeless. It's just perfect. I picked the Beatles, Jukebox the Ghost, and Sarah Bareilles. So how about those three? Yeah, those bands are definitely very similar. I wonder what that concert would be like. Oh my god. I would love for Sarah Bareilles to headline. I would love for the Beatles to be an opening act, to kind of take them down a notch a little, because I think the ego really they're everyone's favorite band, we get it, but we'd like to see you open for someone, because you should be less. I started playing ukulele when my best friend in high school played ukulele, and I really wanted to play an instrument. I thought the ukulele was the cutest thing. I wanted to play guitar from day one, but my hands are so small that they couldn't fit around the neck of a guitar, so ukulele seemed to fit better, and it was really easy for me to pick up and literally pick up, because it's 2 pounds, and pick up the chords because there's only 4 strings and they were really easy. How are you so inspirational? I don't know. I'm just myself. I don't consider myself very inspirational, but thank you for thinking that I am. I do not like Paramore. I only know their song Business of Misery, and that's it. maybe I'll do a cover of that. Sorry. Obviously one, Jukebox the Ghost. I literally cannot stress this enough. They are my favorite band. I have been listening to them for like 2 years now, and I have not gotten sick of them, which is amazing. It's so rare that you find a band that has awesome music that you can like dance to, but also has awesome music you can like just sit and ponder about, and also has like amazing lyrics that just apply to everything in your life. Number 2, it would be Kings of Convenience. I don't know if you guys have heard of them, but they're like a very mellow, kind of beachy, 2 guitar players kind of band, and they just feel really relaxing. I could always sit back and relax and listen to Kings of Convenience. Their song Toxic Girl is currently my fave. And then number 3 band I would pick to listen to for the rest of my life would be TV Girl. I just really like the techno electronic vibe they have, but also they take like sound clips from really old movies, I think like French movies, and they put it in their music, and that's just so cool. It's whatever I am dealing with in my life, or if someone said something to me recently and it like stuck in my head, I feel like that's in my head for a reason, and that's a sign I should like channel that creatively through song. A lot of my songs have to do with like things I've experienced personally in my life, or things that people really close to me have experienced that I want to like step in their shoes for a minute and experience. In the United States, I am afraid that I'm gonna wake up one day and all of the friends that I have made and like worked so hard at like developing really, really close relationships with are just going to up and leave, or like going to decide I'm not interesting anymore. They're just gonna decide like I'm not worth their time, and then they just like leave me in the dust, and I'm like, but, and they're like, peace, sucka. Online clothing store, ModCloth, freaking awesome, retro clothing. Physical clothing store, Forever 21. Finals are an accumulated mass coagulation of crapola that all of your teachers love to throw at you just when you're getting ready for summer, and they're like, psych, you have to take all these tests. You can't start your summer or like even get in the summer mindset until you finish a million things at once. Yeah, it's very stressful. Join a lot of clubs and learn a lot of things and make friends with as many people as you can, because you never know when you're gonna like need that person later in your life. Not like friendship is an exchange kind of thing, like money and goods, but it kind of is. I'm studying English education, aka integrated language arts. I would love to teach high school English. That is my goal. I would also love to teach like theater classes or like drama on the side. That'd be cool if I could like direct musicals. Ooh, yes. Favorite thing about college, I would say how willing everyone is to be friends with the other people. What? What was that sentence? How willing everyone is to be friends with everyone else. In high school, people are so stingy with who they hang out with, or at least that's what I experienced. Like, you have to really like find your clique. Like, you gotta find them in high school, and if you don't find them, you're just a loner, I guess. But in college, literally everyone's willing to be friends with whoever. If someone talks to you, you're friends. If you're in class and you're to turn to the person next to you and you're like, do you know this thing was due today? And they turn over and they're like, nah, man, and then you're friends. Or if you go to a party, you could talk to anyone about anything and they'll be like, hey, let's be cool. Least favorite thing about college, while everyone is willing to talk to you, like if you talk to them, that's the catch. You have to actually make an effort to talk to people if you want to make friends in college. Because like in college, you don't see the same people all day long like you do in high school. You kind of have to make more of an effort to like go out of your way to like have lunch with people or to go get coffee. I crumple because ain't nobody got time to fold. I gotta go. I assume you mean, what was your first kiss like? Let me tell you the story real quick. I was in 7th grade. I was 13. I was dating the most beautiful boy in all of the land. He had long curly hair that shone like the golden sun. His name was Chris. Hey Chris, if you're watching this. So we were 13, we had been dating for about like, I don't know, a year or something. We really, really liked each other, obviously. We talked on the phone a lot, like pretty much like every other day or something. And during one phone conversation, we were talking about how our friend Maddie was going to have a movie night that weekend. I went to this like private school where literally 20 people were in our grade, so we all hung out together. We always have movie nights. So this one particular movie night, we were going to watch Transformers. We were going to stay in Maddie's basement, and me and Chris had decided on the phone a week before that we were going to have our first kiss. So the movie night came. Me and Chris sat on this big red beanbag chair. It was huge. We drank from a goblet of water. And at one point during the movie, like, I was like, is it gonna happen? Is it gonna happen? And I think he, at the same time, was like, is it gonna happen? Is it gonna happen? And then we both looked at each other and just went in for it. And my first kiss turned into, like, a make-out sesh for the rest of the night. Okay. But it wasn't awkward at all. I'm so glad I don't have, like, an awkward first kiss story. I've heard so many of those. I'm like, oh my god. No, it was very nice. It was very nice. Yes, it was. Don't be discouraged if you're there, if you're like, I can't play and sing at the same time, because, like, I couldn't either. Look at my older videos, like, they suck. I am reading High Fidelity by Nick Hornby, and it is the best book I have ever read. I have a concert ukulele currently, and I also have a soprano ukulele. A state of perpetual confusion and anxiety. Martha, My Dear is my favorite. I also enjoy While My Guitar Gently Weeps, and I Feel Fine. Those are my top 3. That is all the time I have for today. Oh my god, thank you so much, guys, for asking your questions. Seriously, this was really fun. Oh my god, I feel like semi-famous. And I'm up to 9,000 subscribers. I cannot believe it. Holy crap. Have a good day, guys. Goodbye. Thank you so much. Bye.